Hi guys, it's Sarah, the Northwoods Stitcher. I wanted to say thank you guys so much for all these wonderful comments I keep reading. You guys really help me keep my head above water. It's just awfully kind of you to take the time and help me get by sometimes during the day when I'm feeling a little low about things. And I enjoy making videos. This one's going to be a bit of a mess because I have piles of stuff around me. I got more to share with you rather than show accomplishments of again. But some of it's really exciting, and hopefully I'll enable a few of you in the process. I got a few orders in. I got a order in from 123 Stitch, and also some threads came with it. I really like these DMC floss cards. I like the paper ones because I just use a Sharpie to mark the number. And I know it's DMC. I like to bobbinate despite how long it takes. So that was fun to get. These were on sale. I picked up some gentle art colors and a sampler thread. Unfortunately, they were on my wish list, but for the life of me, I don't remember which project it is. So I will carefully make sure that they get into the collection and labeled. And that way, when I do go to kit something up, I'll see that I have whatever I was looking for. It was on my wish list for a reason. I just can't remember what. Also, while I was shopping, I picked up yet another Mill Hill. Isn't that cool? It's just called Lobster. But I do love the colors. It's done on this like light blue perforated paper. Ever so light. I don't think I own this color. I have a lot of different colors in my collection. But I think it'll look pretty against even a dark blue, which I do have. Maybe even a green, seafoam green. They don't say what the color is. They just say painted perforated paper. We'll see what it looks like. I always like to do two, so that's why I have a lot of extra supplies. But they also have a couple more in this series. Oh, I wish this wasn't so shiny. There we go. So they do have some other sea life in this series. I'm just partial to the lobster. That's really neat. All right, let me figure out how I'm going to pile this stuff up. Got so much to show you guys. Ink circles, tiger moth. Isn't that cool? Wow. I should go grab it. I found a dead Luna moth, but if you've never seen one, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches across, they're massive. It's really beautiful to see one flying, but last time I did see one, I pointed out to my husband, we were going for a walk, and I said, oh, look, and just as I said, look, a bird just came and took him away. So we didn't get to see him for very long. This one just looked like it expired from natural causes. But I kept it because I have a little display case for things like that. I know it's a little morbid. It's really pretty. But this is really neat, the tiger moth. I love the colors in there. And who knows, maybe I'll do this stitch up and have a little display of my dead body collection. But I have a Luna moth. I have another massive moth, whose name I can't remember right now. I have to label it. I have a giant dragonfly. I have a couple of weird things. But this one's really cool. It doesn't look like it's going to be particularly big. It's only 115 stitches by 115. So on a 14 count, it says it's 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. So this will be fun. I see myself doing this in the winter when things are gray and dreary outside. I like these bright colors. That'll really wake me up. So that'll be in the pile of wanna-dos. Did some shopping on Etsy because heaven knows I didn't have enough needle minders. This is actually a friend's fault who told me about this. These are some great magnets. really strong. Ooh, Gina's Unique Needle Minders. Gina's Unique Boutique. That's how you find her on Etsy. So she has an Etsy code, you guys. So if you go to Gina's Unique Boutique on her Etsy shop and use code Etsy, capital Etsy, ETSY 10, she'll give you a discount before checkout. I found a golden book needle minder. How's that for adorable? And the pokey little puppy? The needle, the magnet on the back is really strong. I don't have any concern of it holding needles. Let's see, I think it'll even hold one of my heavier, well, maybe not one of my heavier ones. I don't think those are magnetic, actually. How about, well, those aren't magnetic. Well, this is a bad omen for me to be showing. There we go, that's a nice snap. So that's the pokey little puppy. Look at this, look at this. Oh, boop, boop, boop. Same place. A Danish cookie tin. And it actually works. I can unscrew it. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it. Maybe a little candy. I don't know. Won't fit a cookie. But too cute. So because that's so thick, she stuck a magnet on the back of this lid and a magnet here to hold it on your fabric for your larger projects. It fits fine, or magnetizes well. But it's an actual label. It says original Danish recipe, traditional butter cookies. How's that for adorable? Probably not a good thing for me to have on my cross stitch while I look at the picture of butter cookies and wonder if I need one. But I needed that needle minder. And then I didn't order this one. I swear I only got 2, but I love this. I got chocolate chip cookies too. So I have to get, ooh, I have to find a home for those. And then I know a lot of you aren't crazy about the shop, but I did some shopping on Temu, that website where it's all from China. Pretty fast shipping too. I had to have this one because I think this was $1.20. But this is a really cool needle minder. It's just a little pair of scissors. It's got a cute little magnet on the back. It looks like it might be strong enough. It's a different feel, so I think it's a little thinner than I'm used to. It doesn't pop up like most magnets. So I will test it on some fabric, make sure it doesn't leave any marks. But I thought that was really sweet and inexpensive for this little thing. I also got some scissors. That is actually an ivy design. These are little ivy leaves that are all blue. I went for the blue metallic look. I don't think they had a green, but I really like and enjoy collecting these. I need to grab, I don't think I have one handy. Moment. Wanted to do it all in one shot. It's not gonna work today. But I think I showed you guys I have a habit of collecting glass frogs. And this is a glass frog. And they're used for decorating or floral arranging. You stick the stems in there in the vase. It holds it upright. But I use it for holding scissors in different sized jars, vases, cups, what have you. This is a perfect match for a clear, large frog. It was larger than this one. And I like to just get an assortment of scissors. I have way too many, but who knows what I feel like during the moment. So this one that I just showed you, which is a light green, was a yard sale find. This, believe it or not, turns out to be Vaseline glass. It contains uranium. So when under a black light, it glows like you wouldn't believe. It's really bright. I'll do a little segment and stick it in this video so you can see how bright it glows. I got this at a yard sale for $3. There was a smaller clear one for $2 and I grabbed that one. But this was an extraordinary find because this glass is highly collectible and you're not gonna find it for $3 anywhere on the market. So I was really, really excited to get this piece, and I had to find something very special for it to go into. I collect things from Goodwill or the dump house until it pairs perfectly. But this is really exciting. So I'll make a little video of that. I don't know where I put my smaller one. I think I put my smaller one away already. I like to clean them up and soak them in hot water and get a toothbrush in them if they're dirty. And it cleans it very nicely. Also at the yard sale, there was something else. Oh, that's downstairs drying. Nice piece of wood that was cut. And out of one piece of wood, it's lattice of a deer, longhorn deer, long antlered deer. So I'm actually giving that a nice oil bath to rehydrate the wood because it was really dry. So I might bring that one up later. I went to a thrift store, or 2, or 3. I found, you remember these kits? This is the Goodwill find for $2. You know me and birds. I love this one. Very cute. And then the Snowman one, which I'm not crazy about Snowman, but I will find it a very good home because I already have ideas for this. And have to take them apart and make sure all the pieces and bits are in there. For $2, it didn't matter to me because I can pair things up from my surroundings. No problem, I'm sure. Also found a really great, something I'll use for trim. So I guess this is a type of chenille, I guess you would call it, yarn. I would use this for little pillows. This was $2 for the whole bag, which is what I want to spend. I don't want to get a whole one for $6, or what are they going for now? Quite a bit. So that's a good deal, or a good find. One of the thrift stores I went to, for whatever reason, had things that were half price off. So 50-cent cross-stitch charts I got for $1. I got Leisure Arts Timeless Ornaments. This is a pretty thick booklet. Great stuff in there. Timeless Ornaments. Yeah. They're very precious. They've got animal crackers in here, but precious things to make and to gift. Look at the animal crackers. Maybe they don't call them animal. Noah's animals. Well, looks like animal crackers to me. Snow babies. I paid $0.25. Woo! Another Leisure Arts, very thick The stockings were hung. It's all stockings. 25 cents. I couldn't leave it there. There are a couple of ornaments in here. It's just a wealth of stockings. Maybe 15 designs. I don't think it tells me in the front, but it must be close to 15. This will be fun to look at. The big haul, these are all Paulo Vines. 25 cents each. Now, I've never done one of hers, but I was really surprised to see there's a Christmas one. I'm excited about that one. Memories of Christmas. This is book what? I thought everybody had a number. Yeah, book 34. I love the snow scene outside, unpacking of Christmas things in there and toys, the Christmas quilt. That's really cute. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9! That's exciting. So I'll make a binder of these and hopefully tag that Christmas one to do on some snowy Christmas morning. There were some other odd charts there too for a quarter. Couldn't pass this one up. As much as I love the frame, and it really makes the stitch, I can do other things to frame it just as interesting, or make ornaments. But I thought this was really pretty. For a quarter, of course I'm going to adopt it. Now this is called Christmas Luminaries. The Good Housewife, original and historical samplers. It's from Montana. It is quite old. It doesn't have a date on it, but I thought I had to bring that one home because I thought that was really interesting. That'll be fun to play with. Another Leisure Arts. That's a smaller booklet, but words to stitch by. This one's a little hard to read, but it's fun. Good morning, merry sunshine. Why did you wake so soon? You chase all the stars away and shine away the moon. I think that one's cute. And then this is You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. And it's got sun instead of the whole word sunshine. So there's quite a few little stitches in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 or 10. For a quarter, I'm going to play with it. I like quick little things that are fun to stitch, and a lot of these look like they're fun to stitch. This may be a little simplistic, but I thought this was great to have for motifs and other ideas. So they're just tiny samplers for special occasions. You can just stitch little parts out of it, or play with one of the borders. But for 25 cents, definitely going into my library. It's from 1993. Just the Easter one alone, you can make little ornaments. Valentine's too. So that would be fun. And then I found, for 25 cents, Pat Rogers Counted Collection Nicole's Sampler. This was originally bought in Litchfield, Maine. But look at that. I love that sampler. I think that's really great the way they stenciled the mat around that. Or it's stitched, actually. It's a stitched mat board. So I wonder if you can still get something like that. Why not stamp it? I could stamp it around. It's no idea. But look at this. It opens up. Very nice chart. So that'll be fun to play with. Oh, also, in the half-price thrift store. Maybe you guys can help me identify this. But I wasn't going to leave it behind. $4. It's initialed AP. It was framed in Florida professionally. I absolutely love it. It's puffed, so it's got something under it to make it bulge out of the frame a little bit. The frame is just timeless. I love this. It's got a couple of dents. You can see maybe it is down to the foam board. So I have to figure out how to clean it gently, bring it back to life, maybe get some of these dents out of it. Maybe I don't worry about it. Maybe I just give it a good home. But I couldn't leave that behind. It's just too cute. So if you recognize this print, chart, maker, designer, help a girl out, maybe I can put it on the back. But I love this. I absolutely love this. I have no wall space, but I will not get rid of it. I will give it a good home. It's just sweet. I thought I knew all the birds and different designers that had chickadees in them, but this is one I wasn't sure about. All right, let me see if I can reach this. Oh, don't fall. What else is going on? This desk is a mess. I did go ahead and grab a stamp, and I made a mistake. I paid $3 for this. It's a bit much for a stamp, but I looked at it quickly and said, hey, it hasn't been used. Well, it's been abused. So when you press it down, you can hear it crack. It's over dried, so it's been in a heated area for too long. It's not been conditioned. I don't know if I can get it to come back to life. It's a little crackly. But I thought it was a very cute little border thing. If anything, you could probably stamp and stitch that somehow. But maybe I just grabbed it too quickly. I must have been in a frenzy. I have to get out my conditioner, clean that up. Oh, another thrift store find. I thought he was adorable. This was $2. It's just very well made. Let's see if I can get him off his little cardboard. I thought I would hang him up in my car when I go hunting at Christmas. He's so cute. I have a thing for Santas. I prefer Santa over a snowman any day. That's great. What I thought was interesting was it was marked $10.50, and I got it at Goodwill for $2. That's what I wanted to pay, $2. He's cute. Be my little mascot. Oh, also, I got a tower of boxes. They nest inside, so it's 5 here. Cute little penguins with packages. So who can resist a penguin? I love penguins. The only thing that would make this better is if it was a penguin in pajamas holding packages. I'm not quite sure where I'll put these, but I have some of those little moisture packs. What am I trying to say? And I'll put one in each box, put them in storage. The goal is to collect enough of these boxes to use these over and over instead of wrapping paper, because I have enough ribbon and I'm close to having enough boxes. And then we can just use the boxes instead of dealing with wrapping paper. I know my husband will like this because he hates wrapping things. And maybe I'll get more gifts. So that's an idea. Oh, the big thing. Okay. This floored me. A very dear friend of mine has had this for a long time. She doesn't have the space for it, and she noticed that something was going on under the glass. So she knew that I could restore this and take care of it and love it forever. So she knew it was coming to a good home, so she gifted it to me. And I am so happy and honored. Isn't that incredible? I love her. I don't know which one she is. I haven't looked her up yet. But she's just gorgeous. We've got some puckering in the fabric. This was framed in '97. It was professionally framed, but it needs to be redone. And there is also something going on right up in here, which is probably something in bloom, maybe from some moisture. I'm not really sure. It's beginning to yellow there. So I've got to save her. I'm gonna take her out of the frame because I am gonna have her reframed. I don't think this frame does her any justice. I don't know what you guys think, but I think there is too much fabric, and she needs to be she needs to have a mat as well as a frame. This is too big for me to talk around. But she needs to have an updated look after I hopefully recondition her. I hope I can do it because if I send her away, it's going to cost a lot of money. But I suppose I could use my yard sale money I made yesterday. We had a yard sale here yesterday. I did pretty good. One day of just sitting around talking to people. It was the day before it was so awful setting it up. But I made $271. Not bad. I think she'll probably cost more than that to frame. In my experience, it's been a lot. But she needs to be cared for. I love her, I love her, I love her. So I will treasure this always. I don't think there's anything, I don't think this was framed properly. You look at the paper in the back and you open it, that's fabric. Last I knew, this brown paper is not acid free. So maybe that's what's going on. Anyway, she's now going to be home here. And I think I'll just take her apart and let her breathe for a little bit and then do some restoration work. So isn't that exciting? So excited. What else is in this pile? I've not gotten a lot of my Mill Hill done this week. I am sorry to say I've been busy trying to get the lawn mowed in between rainstorms and get that yard sale organized. I have been playing with it though. So let me show you my progress. I will take off my pattern. Get out my little picture. So that's the one I'm working on. I haven't gotten very far. I can see part of a pumpkin hemisphere here. Now somebody had said in the comments, I'm gonna have trouble because I've got to go to the edge. We're close to the edge. And they're absolutely right. There's more of a border than I thought there was going to be. Because when I looked at this picture, there is a little bit of paper, perforated paper, still showing all the way around. So I thought, no problem. But I think what I have to do is focus on stitching what I can, and then I'll have to go back and do the border when this is off of its frame. Oh well. It's okay because doing it this way right now is really quick in front of the TV. I don't really have to think very much. And now that I've gotten so many stitches in, it's much easier that the needle will stay without falling through so quickly. That's fantastic. It's in the other spots, it'll slip right through and there's no stitch next to it. So I'm just gonna concentrate on the black for now, and then I will concentrate on filling in some of the orange. Oh, it looks thinner than it should. What other colors were in here? Maybe it's a different stitch. I'll have to look at that. It seems to me it should be thicker. But after traveling around and thinking about my stretcher bars, I found these. Oh, please don't fall. I found these at Goodwill. These were 12-inch. A pair. Because you need 2 to make a square. I was so excited. So these were marked $6 each. So it would have been $12, but red was the color of the week, so that means it was $6 for both of them. I think that's a good price. I haven't really looked them up, but if I remember correctly, I'm okay. Not to mention it goes for a good cause too. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these except for put them in my collection for now, and then I'll figure out what to do with them or what project needs that attention. So that'll be fun to play with. Let me put this back together before I don't have this to look at anymore. Don't lose this. All right. What else did I want to show you? Oh, I eat a lot of yogurt, but sometimes I get those French yogurts that come in a glass jar, and they're called Oui, O-U-I. Maybe I said that right. Turns out somebody is making lids. The jars are really cool. I don't necessarily recycle all my glass because I use them for different things. But if you go on Etsy or Amazon, you can find Oui wooden lids. And I got these wood etched mandala pieces. Genius. Now I can have a collection of airtight, hopefully. We'll see how strong the seal is. I got 4 of them. I know I've got 4 jars somewhere up here. So this will be really nice to have. You can get different designs on top. But what a smart thing to do. I discovered it by accident. This company is Super and Simple. Yeah. Not to mention, it came in this really cute little box, which I will definitely use for something else. Peel off the sticker and relabel it. I told you guys I collect milk caps. I wonder what other things people find useful and collect when they're crafting. It's really helpful sometimes to hear what other people are doing. What else is on my list? I think that's about it. I should probably stop and do some editing. I will remember to put that video in here so you can see that uranium glass. But look up Vaseline glass, uranium glass. If you see it in your travels, it's worth bringing it home if it's a quarter. You never know what you can get for it on eBay. If you want to go that way. That's it for my piles for now, guys. I better go get stitching after I do some editing. And I will talk to you soon. Happy stitching. Have a great day. Be safe.